So we're going to do one more piece before we get out of here. We want to thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. We want to thank ATS for asking us to come up and be a part of this. We feel very, very close, obviously, to this cause with our stories. One of the things that we've really taken from this and learned from this is that struggle shapes who you are. We all go through things, and a lot of times we feel very alone in what it is that we do, and we want to hide. We don't want people to see our weaknesses. We don't want people to see our vulnerabilities, because then you can poke at them. You can talk about them.
Well, I mean, talk about vulnerabilities. The first time that I met Gabriel, we were competing against each other, and he thought he was better than me. And he did win. It was an accident. No, but seriously, afterward, he actually came up to give me a man hug. Do you know what a man hug is? It's just when one man hugs another man.
Also known as a hug.
Okay. I wasn't used to it. I was 26 years old, and I was not used to like a man coming up and hugging another man. And here comes Gabriel, and he's like, "Hey, man." And I was like, "Hey, man, what?" And he starts coming in closer, and I'm like, literally. And then he puts his arms, and he's like a teddy bear, and he puts his arms around me. And I am like, at this point, I'm like, oh. He's got it, and like literally, like is in there. I could feel his cheek touch mine, and I was like, what the hell, man? And then I swear to God, he was like,
No. That story gets more and more elaborate every time he tells it.
No.
He's like the field goal kicker that kicked like the 3-yard field goal to tie the game, and then a year later it's like 50-yarder in the snow to win overtime.
It was uncomfortable, okay? It was really uncomfortable. But the truth was I had no idea that the scar that lied below his shirt is what enabled him to realize that we all have scars, and those are what bring us together. I was not admitting to that. I was not dealing with that. It's one of the reasons why I have a divorce today. It's one of the reasons why I've lost so much today, because I couldn't be honest with who I was, addiction or not. I couldn't be honest with myself. And now, I've decided not to hide. It's a hard thing to choose to do.
And there's nothing more beautiful than hope. That's why I love their slogan. Hope happens here. When I was in the middle of going through my battle with cancer, I was mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everythingly exhausted. I just wanted to give up. I felt like suicide sounded like too much work. I just wanted to lay down and whatever is out there to take me away. And I called my father, and I was talking to him, and he's 4 hours away in New York, and I was just saying, I want to give up. I'm ready to give up. And he gave me some words that I needed to hear at the time, and he said, I know that this is difficult for you right now. And I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason, and not in the cliche, when the wind blows, it happens for a reason. Everything happens to you to point you in a direction of something, to help you see something that you're missing. And if you don't see it, it's going to happen again. And it's going to keep happening to you until you open your eyes to see it. So he said, even though you're in struggle right now, pay attention. Look around you. Be aware. Don't hide. Don't escape. And it was one of the best bits of advice that I ever got, because I really took as much out of that struggle as I could. And it made me a better person. And it made me who I am today. And so we want to close with a piece that just helps remind Kirk and I to be appreciative for what we do have, because I guarantee every single person in here tonight has a story they could tell, has a struggle that they've gone through. And even if you may not want to admit it, it's those things that truly connect us together.
And so we want to thank Addiction Treatment Services. We want to thank Kristen Johnston for allowing us to take up this stage here. We want to thank all of you for attending, because there are so many people who don't dare to listen to what needs to be heard. So again, thank you. And Nick LaBelle is so rocking awesome. Thanks for coming.
You only live once. Those are the words I had tattooed across my back when I was 17.
And he thought he knew everything.
Well, at least I got that one right, because
Today I want to live. And I don't want to give you any suicidal rhetoric
about how I never get
why these things always happen to me when I haven't even lived long enough to experience what life is truly about.
Hell, even I know that my views will change enough.
So the me at 50 would want to sit down and talk
to the me at 40, who would in turn
would want to give an earful to the me of today. And even though I love him, if I ever met that stubborn kid I called myself at the age of 17,
I would be tempted to kick
his butt. Today I want to live.
I want to fall in love at first sight and
feel that rush of embarrassment as I walk up to her, stumbling over my syllables
just so I can tell her how beautiful she is.
And I want to kiss the lips of some lovely lady who would leave me looking down on cloud nines like they were little cotton balls, and experience the sheer ecstasy of her waking up next to me,
so I can tell her
just how much I worship
the ground she floats on.
Today I want to live.
I want to thank my mother for 9 months of stretch and 36 hours of labor
just to give birth to someone who will put it through another 18 years of the same crap.
I want to call my father and tell him that even though he left us,
I love the man that he is going to be. And today I can say in all honesty
that he is my best friend.
Today I want to live. I want to love life like she never hurt me and give thanks for all that I've been given.
Born into more blessings than I will ever truly know.
I want to strip down until I'm completely naked, natural in every way like the day I was born.
Kept warm by the sun, I'm energized and I can
laugh at my nakedness.
Hell, I'm just happy to be alive.
I want to stand barefoot on the ground and feel my feet sink deep into Mother Nature.
If she truly is me, Maja, that makes me 1/4 Hispanic,
1/4 Cherokee, plus half Earth, which means we are all truly related.
And I want to be around long enough to watch my whole family grow. So today
I want to live.
Thank you.